Right. Welcome, friends, to Wake Up and Do Puja. I will go announce that we will have a puja in an hour or two. An hour and a half. I'm going to announce the pre-Christmas puja. Welcome back and be Shukla to wake up and do puja in about an hour or an hour and a half.
Puja, puja will start after 2 hours.
In about 2 hours, we'll start a special puja to make the holidays more happy.
Hello, why you not getting? Why you not getting paid?
I'm not getting paid. Mm. I will remind my brother that I need to get paid.
Can you
Well,
remind him to invest in affluence?
he, mm, he will say, what fluence? He will say,
I already sent you the video in Spanish pitch deck.
oh,
कण कण में भगवान बसे हैं पग पग स्वर्ग से धाम यहाँ गंगा यमुना सरस्वती मिल चरण पखारे राम यहाँ
wow.
कण कण में उम्मीदों का है दे यूं तो
Hmm.
ਆਓ ਦੇਸੀ ਜੇ ਗੀਤਾ ਟਰੈਪ ਜੀ ਬੀਟਾ ਸਿਰ ਕੱਢ ਗੱਜ ਦੇ ਸਪੀਕ ਇੱਕ ਜੀਪ ਖੜੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਥਾਣੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਦਲੇ ਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਦੋ ਲੈਣਾ ਨੀ ਮੈਂ ਡਾਕੂ
माना कि मुश्किल है सफर पर सुनो मुसाफिर हो कहीं अगर तू रुका तो मंजिल आएगी ना फिर
सीढ़ी बजा के कौन भैया और एक बार। अरे भैया और एक बार। अरे चाचू और एक।
Hello, YouTube. Those are the sounds of India. If the media has digital rights, please do not
Welcome.
block.
Today we introduce WAP Fluence, a groundbreaking digital platform designed to transform the world of WhatsApp influencer marketing. Every day, businesses spend money on ads that barely reach anyone. Social media engagement is dropping, but WhatsApp has a 98% open rate. There is no marketplace where brands can discover verified WhatsApp influencers. No system for proof, payments, or analytics. This gap is massive. Introducing Wapfluence, the first professional marketplace that connects businesses with WhatsApp influencers safely and securely. The platform is simple and powerful. Businesses create a campaign, influencers accept the offer, the promotion is completed, proof is uploaded, and payment is released through secure escrow. Wapfluence offers influencer verification, escrow payments, campaign workflows, analytics dashboards, and real-time short link tracking. The business model is simple. A 15 to 20% commission on each campaign, plus premium plans for businesses and influencers, featured listings, and advanced analytics. We are building this project with passion and dedication. If you would like to support Wapfluence during this early stage, your donation, big or small, will make a meaningful impact. Join us in building the future of WhatsApp marketing. Thank you for your support, trust, and positive energy.
यार लाइब्रेरी तो बंद हो गई होगी ना आई नीड मोर फॉर माई रीजन
Rami,
Hello, thank
you
you.
wake up to the sounds of India.
Beautiful.
I hope it doesn't create an alarm on YouTube that some digital rights management has been violated
It's
of
possible to
some
get 3
artists.
strikes in a week and then have your channel knocked off.
Oh no. Wake up and stay silent.
Are you describing the future, Hyro?
Oh no.
Did you read the post that I placed in Plato's Cave discussion board area?
No.
The post starting with the letter Z.
Z.
Z. Z if you learned English via the British pronunciation.
Wow. Let's look at let's find it. I will slide down to my meetup. And then, oh, update available. I will update later. It should still work. Then I will go to tomorrow, maybe. It might say that. Oh, we have this meeting on winter solstice and Yuletide celebration. That's tomorrow. Wow, it's winter solstice. Yes, the shortest day of the
Haro, I got
year.
a mail. Haro, I got an email
You
from
got
Helena.
you got an email from Helena.
Oh,
Let's see. This course on Epitechnicus, the philosophy lab. I are beginning line dance. I notes. Volleyball. Uh, tennis drop in doubles, round robin. Ah, Sunday long what? With Kaiba. Yeah. Oh, I should go. No, I should go tomorrow. Yeah. Well, I should just enter Plato's cave. See if that comes up. I wish they had a way to pin our one's favorite groups. Plato.
right. Yeah, well, once you used to be able to have uncensored discussions, and it was a thriving community. That's no longer true of the platform when it comes to online. Basically a scheduling tool at this point.
No more discussions.
There's a discussions area, but you're often frustrated if you say
Can I
the
hit?
wrong
Remy,
thing.
Remy,
Oh,
Sir?
uh,
Yes?
can
Abshek?
I join this meeting
Which
tomorrow?
one? This one? Yes, of course. Why not? Where
Okay.
does
we
intelligence actually live? If you have an answer, please share so during the discussion period.
Okay, Remy, I will join.
Yeah, our friend Joe Bullock put together this one. He's really stepped up, doing a lot of the work in terms of coming up with event descriptions to the degree and the consistency which our friend Stoke Dan was doing previously. It's quite
wow.
impressive. Yes.
Type 9. Hmm. You get a filter. You can select online and morning. And then I can select tomorrow. There's a filter. Then I apply and see what comes up. There doesn't seem to be any event scheduled in this time period. What?
Haro, how many hours a week are you giving to the Zoom application?
Maybe 15.
Oh,
You know, it is a workplace, and the penultimate technocrat, Maynard Keynes,
there it is.
he thought that by 2028, he was writing 100 years prior, before the stock market crash and the Great Depression. He thought that with all the automation that by within a little more than 2 years from now, we'd only need to work 15 hours a week, and even then we'd have a hard time finding enough work to do.
Wow. In 2 years from now, I only have to
2028
work
was his production, yes. I'm
15
sorry.
hours a week. Yay. Thanks to artificial intelligent work.
Yeah, but
My intelligent work will make me more productive, solve all
sure,
my
sure,
problems.
sure, Hyro. But you see, others might consider your just mere existence to be in and of itself a problem. Because remember R.C. Christian, which was most likely an alias, like Satoshi Nakamoto is an alias or a pseudonym.
Remy, what time is it in USA now?
Uh, Eastern time, it is 6:55 a.m.
Wow.
To finish the thought, remember they carved in stone and stuck it in a bunch of languages on a monument. And our friend Dawn has been to that monument. She's witnessed it herself. And the very first commandment on that stone was to keep human population to 500 million and not to let us be a cancer upon the earth. So we're over 8 million now.
Billion.
Billion, right. We're up to 8 billion plus. That means they're going to trim if what they carved in stone is true and they're successful. That means they plan on trimming 15/16 of us.
15.
Yeah, there are 3 of us right here. We'll be disappeared and lost to history, forgotten shortly after our non-existence has gone into effect, at least here in this mortal coil.
15/16 of us. That's a good
Yeah,
80 some percent.
more than that. Yeah.
Or 90 some. Wow.
Mhm.
We're in where we like hide to be in the 1/16th.
I'm sorry. Have you gained your fortune in order to build your bunker and supplied it with enough food during the time of? No, I mean I've thought about this.
Wow.
AI certainly would be the means, and but before AI, there's this thing called technique, which Jacques Ellul had described, which is basically the making all teleological ends efficiency. For it's part of an even earlier idea, which is creating a society of means producing means, means producing means producing means producing means to whatever the user uh, uh, wishes. So um, there's one scenario uh, wherein, let's say, all the slaughterhouses upon the North American and South American, throughout the whole Americans, are in one morning. Well, first of all, let's say the majority have been converted to be run by these robots. Okay, so it's all automated, and the cows are delivered. Let's say there's an order one day for veal, America's wide, and so they're all configured for veal, and the thing that's in the robots that tells them how to distinguish between a human and a cow are swapped. And then all the robot school buses reroute the elementary school houses. And then you have a whole bunch of human veal. Okay, that would be one way to do it, to reduce some of the
Wow.
population. I don't think that's necessarily going to be the way because um, folks would catch on and put a stop to it quickly. No, you got to be more subtle than that. So what do? There's a huge shortage of carers for the baby boom generation. I mean, there just isn't enough people. So we, of course, will be introducing carers that are robots for our elderly. And if you slowly want to add a little bit of something extra to the water that they use to suck down their pills, and that little something extra happens to just speed along their um, natural passing, shall we say, because, our nature is that we are technological creatures, and it is our history to be killed by our own technology. So,
Be the what everyone gets a free water filtration system.
yeah, that's right. You can work it right into the filters too, couldn't you? Yeah, if you're automating the design of those filters, then I mean, you gotta remember the late great Oswald Osborne or Ozzy Osbourne. I don't know if his first name is actually Oswald,
Wow.
but he said paranoia will destroy you.
Hello.
So
Paranoia will destroy me. Wow,
paranoia
look at
will
that.
destroy you.
Let me let me wake up and listen to the puja
No,
Yes.
not now. After 1 hour.
in one
Okay,
hour.
1 hour. That's fine.
Have an exciting puja.
That means we
We
have 59 more minutes to discuss these things, whatever it is that
No,
might be on
maybe
our
90
minds.
minutes.
19? Okay.
90.
in
19.
90.
Yeah,
Okay,
90.
cool. All
Okay,
right.
let's
I'm going to
discuss
count
these
that for
things
you.
so that when it's time to go, we will be ready.
Right. Yeah, I mean, haven't you spent most of your life in that state of being Hyro? I mean, you lived the majority of your existence during the Cold War, and we
Mm.
all knew that we would have 60 or 90 minutes before death would be um, upon us.
We would we would fear a nuclear mm, annihilation.
Right. And those were the lucky
क्या हो
ones
गया?
because the survivors would have misery to contend with until
क्या?
they themselves finally succumb.
Hmm.
क्या हुआ है? ये क्या होता है
Wow,
बाबू?
wow, the sounds of Indian little Indian boy.
क्या
Abhishek
हुआ है?
Shukla's brother. I think he's 3 years old.
Yeah.
Great.
Mm.
ऐसे से कर दो.
Mm. Namaste, brother.
नमस्ते बोल दो.
What's his name?
शिवांश.
What?
शिवांश.
Siban? Oh no, there's another one.
शिवांश.
There's a bigger
ओम.
one.
His name is Om.
The orange om.
No, he is Shivansh.
He's what?
Shivansh.
Priyaj.
No, I will
Priyaj.
type in. I will
Type
type
it
in
in the
chat.
chat. Is he your brother too? How old is the bigger one? Oh, Shivansh and Shriyansh. Oh, the little one is Shivansh, and that's yours. And Shriyansh is somebody else's brother or son.
No,
They're they're both your brothers.
they both are my brother, my uncle child.
Oh, Shriyansh is your uncle's child.
Yeah, and Shivansh both.
Both are your
Yeah,
uncle.
I have a younger brother, Adit, who lives in my village.
Oh, you have a younger brother. He's
Real
in the.
brother, yeah.
I saw him yesterday.
Where?
Did I see him yesterday?
No, you see him in the past. maybe 2 months ago.
Wow, that's your real brother?
Yeah.
These are your uncle's brothers?
Yeah.
I mean, sons? Uncle's sons?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah
Namah
Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
Namah Shivaya? Na, Namo Shivaya? Uh, uh, Arti? Namo Shivaya? You worship Shiva?
Shiva, Shiva.
Shiva. Shiva is a destroyer. He's going to destroy us all. With artificial intelligence, Shiva is going to destroy us all.
It's important, Hyro, to appreciate the fact that there's actually no there.
There's no
There's no. How do I put this? If the computer has conscious, then so does a rock, and so does a photon.
If the computer has a conscience, and so does a rock, and so does a photon. Oh no! We have to be careful what we're thinking, or the photon will tell the other photon, and a big bad evil spirit will listen, and they will punish us for what we thought.
Are you sure that's the primary concern?
Mhm.
That's a common motif. You find it all throughout Asia Minor, for instance. The evil eye.
The
It's
evil eye.
yeah, it's built into store shops and even cobblestone roads. Yeah, it's a common motif. This
Oh,
idea of right.
oh. Let's pull up an example. Mm, mhm. The- mm, See. Mm, The images. I found
You're
one.
going to share screen?
I'm going to share screen. Don't go away. I'll be sharing screen. See, I'll go over here. Go like that. I go down here. Screen. And I go entire screen and start. Then I swipe over to this one. Bob Dylan, evil eye. He's
Oh, interesting.
watching you.
With a
That
touch of maybe a
concert.
Egyptian motif as well.
He used
Right.
that in concert. Concert logo. Maybe I can get a shirt of that. Then I can be watching everyone while they're watching me.
Okay.
What
So,
did
but
he
we
mean
already
by
have
that?
that existence. The police, many of the county sheriff's offices and city police
Tahu
departments
pernah.
wear body cams now.
Wonder.
So
Oh,
it's been officialized.
the
There are no less than 36 cameras which can turn and stare at George Orwell's childhood home. And because it costs too much to hire that many big brothers, we've been automating the process of facially detecting whomever is walking whatever streets.
Oh no. I
Yes.
hear I hear that China has advanced in that area with
Yes,
its
and Orlando too. Before they tore down the 7-Eleven across the street from the Orlando Public Library, they had decked out the place, the interior of it, with the same facial recognition uh, cameras and hardware and software that enabled everyone who was walking into that 7-Eleven prior to their tearing it down, which I think is an appropriate response to having conducted such an experiment. Uh, so already that level of monitoring that exists in mainland China, that exists in Hong Kong, and that has existed in the county seat of Orange County there in Orlando. These things are reality. It's not that they're coming, it's that they've already been tested. And if councils decide to further deploy them, it becomes nearly an because of the amount of hardware that's been produced. It's just a matter of whether or not they're willing to pay the rent for the IP licensing uh, to be able to make that available in every store, connected to every station, and you may actually be relying upon a set of automations to determine whether or not there is any sort of crime as may be deemed, and then the punishment will be that too may one day be automated.
There was a series I was watching some years ago, briefly. I haven't paid attention to it. I don't remember where I was watching it. Maybe it was on Amazon or what? I don't remember. It was on Prime. It was like, this, yes, this, this person sort of like a, like a, like I don't know what, but he would watch all, or they would alarm him when there was something going on that he could prevent. Because the whole city, maybe the whole US was all set up like that, and he would get to watch when something like from all the street cameras and everything, he could see, oh, something's about to happen, and he could rush over to save the day or something like that.
Hyro,
I
how's
think
that
that
worked out for Gaza?
how has that worked out for Gaza? You mean they have that in Gaza now?
No, I mean literally, I watched 2 years of active genocide, as did hundreds of millions of other people in our country and around the globe, or the world rather.
Where
Has
Gaza?
has the ability to see made a difference, or has it, or was the enabling of us to see there to send us a message?
Used to to track them to Israel's using that in Gaza on the
That and more. I mean,
Palestinians.
remember they've been developing technology because that's essentially what Palestine is. It's a weapons test bed with a live uh, population upon which to test them upon.
So they can
Every
use
would-be dictator, tyrant, or even mild-mannered bureaucrat or autocrat um, could take up and purchase any of said technology. They've got things that are automated drones where if it moves or you spot it, it's got an explosive charge. It'll fly right up to the person and explode in their face, killing them.
mm,
Now, the same company who's developing that there is also manufacturing them here in the United States. Same level of weaponry. A military occupation force, which is trained for generations to hold down civilian populations, have been having an interchange with our domestic police, again, sheriff's offices and police departments, giving them training. Now, in the context of that, consider the implication. The difference between an occupying military and a civil police is that the occupying military sees those with whom they're occupying as the enemy. Now, take that position, all the tactics developed from that position, and apply them to the domestic peacekeepers. And what kind of results are you going to get? The whole, remember George Floyd, the knee on the neck? That was a technique developed in Israel, trained here in the United States. Floyd wasn't the first person who died. There was a white guy down in Texas with mental illness. And that same exact technique, knee on the back of the neck, the guy was laying there begging to have the knee removed from his neck. And he was murdered through technique.
Dear YouTube.
That was posted online, yes.
Dear YouTube, this information is being reviewed for for educational purposes only. The views presented are not Abhishek Shukla's, nor Hyru's, nor Ravi's. We're just considering the implications. Do not put a strike on this video. Do not remove this video. If you find something objectionable, please tell me about it and I will edit it out. Thank you very much.
No, hopefully we're not.
Trying to come up with a disclaimer or such.
Arrow, you know how to increase the screen time
Do
in
I
laptop?
know how to do the screen capture
Screen time
video?
out. No, screen
Oh,
time
fix
out.
the screen timeout. It times out too soon.
Yeah.
Like on a phone, 1 minute is too short. Wow.
Wait,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
talking no, um, you're talking about Windows setting. Is that
It
correct?
in Windows? What would they
Yeah,
call it on Windows? Mm-hmm.
It's either going to be something power management or screensaver related, I think.
Oh yes,
Unless
power,
they,
power. Look up the word power, power management, power. What is it? Where you can decide when the monitor turns off after no activity, maybe. Yes. Can you find it?
you know, it's
Let
an
me see.
interesting question why they keep moving things. I'm not convinced it's for the sake of efficiency.
Oh, there. You're getting warm.
Mm.
Oh, look at that. Never. Yes, never is a good one.
That's a good one if you want to suffer from too much artificial light.
to, to never so that you can what can you
You have
do
good
with never?
handwriting, or were these someone else's notes?
Oh, that's that looks like database management systems.
yeah. I am preparing for exam. My exam will start from 23rd December.
Excellent. What day?
And 23rd?
Oh, wow.
Oh no.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Christmas
What's
Eve
today?
Eve.
23rd.
My exam
Today's
dates are 23rd,
20.
26th, 29, 20, 31, 2nd Jan, 5th Jan.
23rd isn't is, is what would that be? Maybe it could be Tuesday. I don't know.
Wednesday, because today's the
Today's
20th.
20th.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, 21 is Sunday.
No,
Then
today. Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, it is Tuesday. I was wrong. I thought we were already in Sunday.
wow,
No wonder I've been anxious. I've been living in the future.
wow, you're in India time, maybe Japan time. I don't know.
No, no, I'm
Uh,
in India. Today is Saturday.
In India, what?
Today is Saturday evening.
Saturday evening?
Yeah.
You're ahead, maybe how many hours? 10 and a half? Something like that. If it's 8 a.m. in India, it might be, wait a minute. Yeah, it could be set. If it's 8 a.m., it could be 6:30 p.m. in India. Something like that. Oh wow. He's gonna study those topics. Oh
No,
no,
this is timetable.
this is the
for his
schedule
exams.
of exams. Wow. Look at that handwriting.
Hmm.
It's almost print. It looks better than our fonts on the computer.
Yeah, yeah. I too have respect for anyone who can write cleanly.
Wow. It ITCS. Well, that's uh, what could that be?
Information
Hmm.
technology, computer science.
Expense of tradition, or it could
Traditional.
be Indian
Essence
Constitution.
of traditional knowledge.
Yeah,
It,
Constitution of India.
Oh, nice.
uh, I means India. T means traditional, Indian traditional, and C
Yeah,
Constitution, and CS Society. No,
yeah, correct. You are correct.
yeah.
Indian traditional culture and society.
Oh, culture, not constitution. Oh, so now you it's like civics class. You'll be a good citizen.
Yeah, correct.
And the DBMS, that means database management system, like Access, Microsoft Access.
Yeah,
That was an easy one to get going. And
Or Oracle.
with the, and then what's a one that's MySQL, mm,
Or IBM's DB2. Or
Windows
Pike.
Server.
Pike was an interesting one. I think they still have some systems based upon Pike. The British Telecom uh, telephone directory system was written or was driven out of Pike.
Do you
It was
spell
both
Pike?
an operating system and a database management system, and it did some really unique things, which is why I think folks still study it.
How do you spell it?
Pike. It was named after the guy who came up with the idea.
Wow, it does some interesting things.
Yeah, it's let me see. I'm gonna try to pull up the Pike database. See if I can find a page on it.
Wow. Are those the notes for DBMS? Oh, there's notes there. There. There's the concept of trans
Oh, I'm wrong.
action.
It's called PIC, maybe. And the PIC operating system, not
I
Pike.
C
Yeah, ICK.
PICK. It, it,
Multi-value database system originally developed in the mid-1960s by Richard A. Uh,
hmm,
well, let me see. At TRW Corporation for U.S. Army Cheyenne Helicopter Logistics Project. It was initially implemented as the Generalized Information Retrieval Language System, an IBM 360, and later commercialized as the Reality Operating System by the Microdata Corporation in 1973.
there's
The
a
system
database called MIC. MICK.
was okay. I wonder if it was a play off of pick then. Some of this description may be hallucination. Maybe maybe when he wrote "Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep," the book from which Blade Runner the movie was based upon, maybe the author was onto something when he was asking if if these robots would do something akin to dreaming. Because I think already our LLMs have shown that they already hallucinate.
Oh no. My my um my Gemini AI Pro.
Hey, Dick.
The
Yeah, tell me about it. How much are you paying?
guiding. I don't know. It's guiding me. Oh, maybe $20 a month. I don't know.
It is 1999, and I feel slammed. You know how sometimes the phone companies back in the 80s, there were big class action lawsuits about that because they'd be registered for services they never signed up for. I feel like Google's done the same thing because I was a Google One member paying $1.99 for storage, which was great. And then they added, not out of request, but because they could, AI features and bump my monthly cost up by $18.
Mm.
Right. Someone's got to be
Oh,
starting a class action on that already.
mm. But 3 years ago, it was recommended that we upgrade, or eliminate our server, Windows Server 2012.
Yes, for being out of date.
A Lenovo Think server, a TD340. It's 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 been no longer what is it? No longer updated, no longer.
They're no longer offering service contracts on them. They won't service
Right.
it any longer. If something breaks, you're SOL, at least from Lenovo.
Hello,
Hello.
New server
hello.
or
Why
a
Joe is
network
not
attached storage?
joining the meeting from last 1 month?
The meeting from last month.
Joe is not joining from last time,
And I
long time.
have an email. The last email was from September. He's missing in action. Last
Which
time
one?
we heard he was going to stay over in Los Angeles, gonna visit somebody in Los Angeles with his wife, and haven't heard from him. Have you heard from him? I haven't heard from him. I don't even have a phone number. He doesn't like to use phones or something, or he doesn't know how. I think he I said that he had an iPhone, but he never used it when he came visiting. Oh,
Can
what
you
if I call
imagine?
him? Maybe
Can
I
you
have his
imagine
phone number.
all of humanity coming to a cliff above the ocean collectively as an entire species and taking their smartphones and their laptops and throwing them over the cliff down onto the rocks in the ocean?
Wow, could that happen as a civil disobedience, as a non-violent civil disobedience? Except it's
Hmm.
kind of violent for the laptops.
It would be just as easy to drop them off at Goodwill, for us at least, or to leave them at the table wherever they sit and never walk up to them again.
Maybe I should maybe I should give Naya some food. So yes, my Gemini AI Pro led me astray. No, but
Oh,
actually, it has saved me also. But the strategy it guided me in setting up the creating the parking lot or structure for the NAS. It mm, it first had me create groups, and then a text that you upload, and it automatically creates the users. Mm. And then the
automatically,
groups
huh?
are used
You sure you
like
want to give over that much power?
and then the groups are used to give permissions to the users for the
Okay,
shares.
okay,
So I think I had to manually create all the shares and
okay.
then manually create all the groups. And then the text with 7 parameters, they're spaced by a tab.
Mhm.
So I used an Excel spreadsheet to put them in columns of 7 and as many users as I wanted, 20 some users. And then the first column would be the user's name. Well, then the next one would be the password. And then the next one would be the group that they would go to. So
That's all great.
and then the next one would be like read only, read no, read write, read only, deny access, and the last column would be the quota, but I leave that with the 0, and all others is blank. And but I use the username, password, group name. No, yes, group. No, what group they go to? Yes.
Okay, so Hyro, if there's a mechanism in the system that enables the automatic creation of users,
So I upload that file and it creates them. But the problem was when I manually created the groups, then that file said, oh, that one already exists. So he skipped it.
Hyro,
So it didn't
if
work.
there's a mechanism in the system that enable that trivializes the creation of a user, what's to keep an idea or what's to keep an AI upon said same system to automatically create a user, do nefarious things from within that system, and then generating whatever it's going to generate, even if it's just nefarious activity from that local system to some other external system, and then at the conclusion of its work, delete that user and any other caches that would give indication that it was ever in existence upon that system.
Hmm. Hmm. So, uh, let's think about that. So, let's see. So, the nefarious. Hmm, what is it? Would it have to be pretty intelligent artificially? Or with a goal in mind? Eh?
You know, it could be a process that is a goal that's a drop package on that system. Let's say you go to a website on that system and the drop package is installed, and that drop package's job is to exist as one of many other processes running on 100,000 other machines that have received the similar drop package. And then at a
like an
given
update?
hour, at a given minute, for 12 seconds, let's say, all these processes come alive, create the environment necessary in order to carry out its task. And its task is, let's say, do a denial of service on, I don't know, some piece of critical infrastructure during that scheduled moment in time.
Mhm.
And then its last part of the process is to delete any evidence of itself having done so from all those systems.
Or the keep the system in ransom? Like
That's another possibility, but I'm speaking something a little bit more silent, like a
Mhm.
like a predetermined um, denial of service botnet, where the administrators of the systems have no idea that their systems are being utilized to be part of this massive attack vector. And then once the 12-second or 8 or 9, 10-second attack is over,
Good for you.
it removes all evidence of itself from the various systems upon which it became installed upon, silently.
You repeat that the last minute.
Oh, right. So after it's done its job, it removes itself from the systems, all the various systems it silently became installed upon.
Wow. So we have to secure the system with Face ID, with biometric sign
No,
in.
no, no, no. This has
No,
nothing to do with that. That's like saying wolves eat sheep. Therefore, the sh one sheep stands up and say, "Teeth, teeth are the problem. We must take pliers and remove all of our sheep teeth, and that will make us safe." No, Hyro. No. Such a drop package would not require any biometrics in order to operate. It would simply have to be silently installed and
make an
be
update.
in wait until its pre-scheduled vector, um, targeted vector period was. So, I mean, in order for that kind of operation to work, it would have to check to make sure that the host had was connected to an NTP server. because a coordinated attack for a short period of time like that would require whatever host system it's installed upon to have accurate time. So there would have to be a check in that drop package to make sure that it did have it was connected to a time server and that it was relatively up to date to pull off this distributed denial of service. Now, I'm proposing all this as a hypothetical only because I've spent time in the security uh, information security realm.
Wow. Where did you worked? Someone hired you for that?
Yeah, a couple of jobs. I
Wow.
administered a Windows server, well, an Exchange server, and it's also our file server that was rated boxed during the turn of the millennium. And I worked for the largest web hosting company for small to medium-sized business in the front end of the 2000s. And there were denial of service attacks all the
Wow.
time. Yeah, and there were drop packages, there were spoofs,
Already?
there were processes that oh, this is null. Oh, that's pretty clever. And then you'd turn off all the permissions and you'd shown the files and you'd kill the processes because they had no business operating on our hosts. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, and that's one way to do it. I mean, another way to do it would be to rent a backhoe and break the fiber. Whoops. And that's a denial of service. But for critical infrastructure, and critical infrastructure could be something to do with life and death, or critical infrastructure could have something to do with a major trade. Let's say on the stock market. Most trades on the stock markets, it's really a whole series of markets globally. If something big's about to go down and you want to be able to execute on it, and you don't want your competition, the next largest uh, uh, trading house, to be able to execute or get in or out of a deal in a very specific period of time. That would be one way to do it, the software method. Another method would be to like I suggested, the backhoe method. Let there be an accidental fiber break during the period of time that you've set up for this event to occur. Of course, they're for if the house is big enough, they may have a secondary. They might be multi-home so that they're connected to more than one ISP. So you'd have to coordinate those, which would give clear evidence of there being that it wasn't accidental. Which is why maybe you'd want to do both. Maybe take out their primary or their secondary through the oops, and then pair it with the software denial of service so that their trades, their buys or their sells, do not take place, enabling your buys and sells to take place and thus take advantage of the situation. There's like an annual or biannual conference that's held in Las Vegas called Black Hat, and I'm sure if this kind of thing interests you, one could go and uh, have these types of discussions for a weekend or however long uh, that regular conference takes place. Another one of their favored activities are getting hold of the voting machines, the actual infrastructure that's used for electronic voting systems, and hacking them. And I don't think there's ever been a Black Hat conference where they haven't managed to hack those voting infrastructures.
What?
Yes. Now I am in Ohio. If when you use your marker on your Scantron and put it in the machine, do you just believe that your vote makes a difference? That it's determining the outcome of who gets to be your representative in whatever office?
I assume so.
We'd all like to. The problem is, by law, you have to keep the paper parts, But when people try to go and audit the paper parts, you find that they're often blocked. And when you try to figure out who owns the corporations who own infrastructure, you find that they're owned by another corporation, which is in turn 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 based out of the Cayman Islands.
Cayman
So,
Islands.
or maybe they've since been rehomed to Bulgaria. The issue is when it comes down to who owns the system itself, it's quite often not the people who are having faith in the system. They're clients, or rather, um, I guess by extension, because you have a supervisor of elections, and usually through some committee system, they choose what kind of system is going to be the voting system, whether it's paper ballots or whether it's electronic um, black boxes. But the black boxes, then you have to have faith are that they're just going to work, and ultimately you're taking someone's word for it, and you're even if they're even if those with whom you're taking their word, who told them what they know, and also was someone smarter than them, those who tell them what they know, the people who told, is there someone smarter than the people who told them that? In other words, those who can game the system.
But why did Gemini A why did Gemini AI misguide me into saying that I had to create the groups first and then run the text, and it would put everyone in the proper group, and
Right.
each group would have its own
Yeah.
kind of
Well, it's
like
it's
read
it's an
write or
LL
read only.
it's an
But
LLM, right? A large
word,
language model. What is an LLM's job? What is a general GPT? A general trained transformer's job. It's to predict the next word. Okay? So it builds a chain of words based upon a set of inputs, yes? And can it, with any word, choose the wrong one, and thus make successive words because it's a chain. In other words, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. And if every word is a link in a chain, the sooner it makes the mistake, hopefully the quicker the end user realizes this thing doesn't know what it's talking about. But that's the fact of most of this AI is not only does it not know what it's talking about, but it doesn't know that it's talking. And about is whatever it was fed, which could have included someone's offhand joke in a Reddit post saying that rocks are healthy to eat and glue is great for sticking the cheese onto pizza.
it's suggesting, okay, now the strategy is to start over, and let's see. So I have to, what do I have to remove everything and start with the text file that creates the users and groups. So maybe I have to first create the users and groups, because if I create manually create the groups, then it then the file will skip over the groups that were already created. So I have to delete all the created uh, users and groups,
Well,
maybe
can you
maybe
imagine?
even shares.
Well,
I'll have to think about
the
it.
the purpose. I mean, it's an iterative process on our end, right? Coming up with a way. I think the reason why this sort of um, methodology is utilized is for the purposes of disaster recovery. Because if you can get a really clean set of group definitions, for instance, which defines the kind of access people in your organization require in terms of what resources, file shares, and printer accesses and whatnot, uh, then yes, it does make sense to be able to automate the creation of all the users based upon a set of rules, because that means you only really have to then back up your set of rules. And a giant sinkhole can open up underneath your office, and the server can fall into that hole, never to be rescued again. But so long as that tiny little text file or set of files that define the system that you've established has been backed up externally, is held off site, then it becomes an arbitrary task at that point, once you've set up your new office space, or if you've decided to go virtual, to apply said rules to have your whole setup restored.
Hmm. See, I've been working on this NAS for th 2, maybe 3 years. And first I worked on it manually and by trial and error, and what worked. And I thought that, oh, this works, so I'll try that. So when I started, I used the wrong logic because I thought it would work, and it didn't work and created anomalies. So I got Gemini AI, and I fed it what I did and what was going wrong, and so it suggested doing this and that, and so it seemed like it would work, and so I did. But then I wanted to have it kind of written out, and so that when I got it all done, part manual and part running the text, then I could duplicate it for the other NAS, because the other NAS is going to be a clone of, and it would go offsite, and then have one NAS be the one in the office, and the other one would be syncing what's new stuff in the office would be offsite and be a backup. So I make sure that I got all the steps right to create and duplicate it again. But then something happened. I ran the text, and it didn't create the groups. What's going on? So then Gemini says, "Oh, okay. So that means that if the group has already been created, it skips over. So we'll have to start from scratch again, erase all that was created, and start with the file. It's got the users and the groups, and then it will create the groups, and then maybe in that it would put the users in their proper group, or maybe I have to do that manually. I'm not sure anymore."
What's the primary problem? Why 2 to 3 years? Can you why do you think it's taken this long? What's missing? What's the missing component?
The documentation, I guess, seemed like it was straightforward from Western Digital. Okay, here's how you do it. Okay, now if you create a text file, it'll do it for you, and well, it'll create the users. It's a way to create the users quickly. Like you have over 20 people, and it'll create the users and the users names, and there's a column for groups, and there's a column for read write, read only, access denied, and quota. So this is great. So I created some 20 some users and 20 some shares, and even created an, a spreadsheet with relating the users to shares and all this. And then for each read, I finally decided, oh no, this group thing is not working. So I'm gonna just tell it in the read write and read only in the access denied column what each user does to the share. But then because I was seeing that when I create a user, it also creates a share. So I'll just go ahead and create users and shares on the first column. And if they're just going to be used as shares, maybe create a dummy password for it or something. And so, and they created some weird anomalies. They said, oh, and then I discovered by trial and error that you have to run that text file twice. So you run it first time, and then you have to run it again, and it kind of goes through and finishes up. Oh, this is a mess. And then recently I discovered that wow, I've filled up this share, but there's a limit to it. It won't go past 526 gigabytes, and I need maybe 20 gigabytes more. And what's going on? So I discovered there's an anomaly that was keeping it from using all the space that's available for that NAS. So I had this. So that was on the first network attached storage that I called N1. So I said, okay, I'll just start from scratch with on N2, and so that's what I've been doing the last month or so with Gemini AI. But then I gotta start from scratch and use the text file to create the users and their groups, and then maybe manually assign them. I don't know. This is really messed up. That's Western Digital PR 4100, my cloud.
Oh,
Maybe
I
I
feel
should
for you,
go with
Hyro.
Synology or something.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I bet they were shelling. Yeah, yeah, shelling. You know the shell game? I bet they were selling this as, oh yeah, you get to keep on-site, on-premises storage and cloud backup, right? That was the major selling point.
Mm. Oh, I don't know about cloud backup, but you can get cloud sort of cloud access. Like you can get a My Cloud app and then see your files. Maybe you download a
Mhm.
PDF that way from your phone or through your to your
Mm.
phone.
But it all remains on premises?
Yeah, yeah, I guess. Yeah. How do they do that? Yes, through the internet. Yeah, through the phone. Yeah.
When I worked at the content delivery network, it was the
That's why they call
fastest
it
in the
My
world at the
Cloud.
time. Yeah, well,
AWS
um,
cloud,
whose cloud?
My Cloud.
AWS,
Whose?
EWI.
AWS.
AWS, right? That's Amazon's. But he's
Oh,
talking about a project or a product by Western Digital, the hard drive company. But whose
yeah.
cloud is it? Whose? You say
My
it's
Cloud.
mine. Okay, but is it yours?
Oh no. Oh, I've even bought my book for extra storage, and two My Clouds, but one of them went bad. The
Right.
motherboard or something. Oh boy.
Was the
I
technology
am
ever yours?
studying the difference between file system and database management system.
Okay.
Maybe we
I
just
missed the first
have to
part.
use OneDrive and SharePoint. Maybe that's all we need.
Folks are, you know, I've known a lot of SharePoint
Look,
administrators over the years. Nice. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So anyway, we kept was basically the name of the game for content. I mean, they still exist, of course, and We use them all the day or every day. Content delivery networks. It's based upon BNG and local caches spread throughout the world. Okay. And solved a series of interesting problems, like how do you move files from one part of the world to another part of the world in the absolute fastest way possible. So there's some parallelization involved. You don't send a file like you traditionally send it. No, you take the file and you run it through a filter that breaks it into segments, and then you send the segments concurrently. That way you can get the file over 10 times as fast because we'd have least lines that where the bandwidth was wide enough. So
Mm.
if you had let's say you had a
Is that like a
one
torrent?
sort of, but it was from one host to the next, because we'd have these points of presence spread throughout all the continents, right? So let's say you have a gigabyte file, but you want it to go faster than it would take if you were just to send it the traditional way. So SFTP, I think, has this feature. There's a number of different FTP uh, service daemons out there available. At least one or two or three of them do this commonly. You can have the sending host, or actually, while I was there, it was interesting because we originally had a system that was based on NNTP. I can talk about this now because they decommissioned the service. It started
Mhm.
off being based on Usenet, NNTP, Network News. And while I was there, the I got to witness the internet move from being a push-based system to a pull-based system. So by the time I was working for the next corporation, all information was pull-based, and you'd have to be able to justify your need to know it. So, but that was a whole different class of situation. Getting back to the idea of how do you get a file moved from one continent to the next faster than the bandwidth allows. Well, not the bandwidth, but the speed of the connection allows. Well, what you do is I'm going to reduce the size of the file to, let's say, a 100 megabyte file. What you do is you send bytes, or in the 100 megabyte file, you send megabytes 1 through 10 through one stream of data, 2 through 20, or 11 through 20 through your second stream, so on and so forth, to 91 through 100 megabytes. And then you push those 10 segments at one time, so that the
They call
replication from
those
pop from point of
packets.
present. Well, it's not just because packets are, if you're doing a segment like a 1500 maximum transmissional unit, that's on the TCP protocol level. What I'm referring to is on the application level, where the sending and the receiving machine are set up to split up and then reassemble the file itself, so that the parts of the file, because you can lease a very wide pipe, but you're still going to be limited by the function of the speed of the routing equipment and of the drives on the machines and the buses between all all of in between, which which are more or less fixed in hardware in terms of whatever you purchased. But in terms of the amount of files you can send uh, concurrently, that's the space that you have to play with. So if you take every file and you figure out, oh, well, I'll just send everything by first on the sending side, cutting it into pieces because bandwidth is so wide, and I can do this concurrently with all my files. I'll just send, instead of sending something in the amount of time it takes to transfer 100 megabytes of a file, I'll get it there in the time that it takes to only send 10 megabytes worth of data. But because I can do multiple transfers concurrently, that's how you get the speed.
Oh, could you
I,
do that on an iPhone
I don't know.
app
Probably.
where you split the file into segments, and then you send those segments to Find My app on iPhone, and then tell it to send from there, receive it on the other side uh, uh, of
And reassemble.
and reassemble.
And then present and make that all seamless so that the end users don't even know that this is happening. Mhm. Yeah, there were other tricks that were even more interesting than that because each pop was seen by the external world as a single entity. However, behind that single entity was a whole pool of servers which were themselves connected to Z pools, if you're familiar with the ZFS, which is why I brought up this whole okay, okay. ZFS allows you to arbitrarily add hard drives to a pool of storage, which to me seems so much simpler than whatever Western Digital was trying to do. Okay.
No,
That way you don't run into limits like your 526 gigabyte limit that you were describing. I don't know that there is a limit because it comes down to um, address
and now
space. I think the reason why it's called ZFS is because their addresses for accessing data, the width of the addresses are so wide that they can access zettabytes, which is a number that is many digits wide, many more than we'll probably come up with files to fill.
recently, the NAS N1 was saying, "Oh no, one of your hard drives is going bad." So I said, "Oh no, what will do?" So I used Gemini AI to figure out what hard drive to order, and so but then it said, "Wait a minute, I can't find that number, that the hard drive, the Western Digital, whatever it is, Red Hot or whatever, what is it? And it's mm, and then it says, oh, you could use this one instead, and it's supposed to be better, but then it would be good to replace all the others. Five, I think there's five or four. There's four, but they're in RAID 5, and they're 2 gigaterabytes each in RAID 5, four of them. So instead of 8 terabytes total, I'll have 6 terabytes, or five,
You know,
almost.
there's a simple solution to all of our data problems, Cyril. Dad bumps head. I did that a lot when I was moving your mom into the van. Still have the scars on the top of my head to prove it. I don't know if when it's sunny, you'll see these blotches from all the times I scraped my head getting her in and out of the vehicle. Took the skin right off. So they'll be like my normal skin tone, and then there'll be pink splotches from where the younger skin is.
So I got it. So I ordered two of those terabytes. So
Did it tell you,
one to replace the one that's going bad, and it'll kind of heal itself.
are the
And
bays
over the data.
are the bays numbered? And does the software tell you which number?
Yes, I think so.
That's good. That's good.
And then and
The real
I
tough
guess I
one
should
is when you open up a machine. And this is why companies like Dell and Lenovo and whomever else, they're building something enterprise grade, number their bays because it's an obvious issue when a drive in a RAID array goes bad. But if you're dealing with a home built and now the drives are numbered, it becomes potentially a matter of trial and effort to
Oh no.
identify the bad drive if none of them are numbered or labeled to indicate
Oh no.
which one the bad one is.
I think they're stable. Oh, I'll find out when I open it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be
can
fine.
shut it
You're young
down.
with
Maybe
with
mm,
modern solutions.
I have to do it on the weekend. Maybe I could do it today. I can shut down that N1 and then swap out the drive and then turn it on.
I got a question for both of you. Do you get a day off?
Do I get a day off? No. Or yes. Or mm, I I've been working in the evenings because in the daytime mm, mm, they're working and so I have to install software and so I want to do it when they're not there. So I do it after 4 or 5. So I end up working until 1 in the morning.
Right. Yeah, second shift. I did a lot of my career that way. Hmm. Okay.
Mm.
So then,
So then,
what time do you wind up falling asleep? Around,
so then,
roundabout.
and then
Okay.
sometimes I don't have enough energy to get to work the following day. or,
Right.
or
Yes. Right.
I do eventually, but not on time. or what time should I get there? Around 1 p.m.? But I get
Right.
there at
Yes.
3 or 4 or 5 p.m. when everybody's gone. Very
Well,
bad,
that's
very bad.
great. Do you ever get
So the
that phone
boss
call where someone needs computer support and you're waking up, and that's the first thing that they hear is you waking up? So maybe wake up and think clearly has been your personal exercise for being able to answer the phone in a prompt and awake sounding manner.
says, make the server to NAS a priority. My
Mm.
so when they ask me, oh, my software stopped working, and okay, oh, you'll have to wait a while, or maybe you have to get permission from the boss that I work on that. So I'm going to work on the server to NAS task.
Check
Mm,
the
mm,
chat.
mm. Is puja time? Not yet. Maybe in 20 minutes. That's this. Hyro, you have any other job opportunities in your past? Rami, why you didn't do any job? You did get any job opportunity? Hmm. Oh no, Rami left. Maybe I scared him by saying puja time.
Rampi did not want to join Pooja.
His wife called him. Oh, thank you very much.
Do you have any other job opportunity other than EWFL?
Yes, yesterday I did a job for a neighbor. I fixed his driveway. Physical labor. Maybe he'll compensate me. I don't know. Maybe he's cheap and he won't compensate me very much.
Had
Oh, I get
your brother provide you less salary? You worth more? You are muted. Arrow, you are muted.
Okay, I'm back.
What happens?
I muted so I could talk to Ara- Araceli. Now I'm going to turn on this phone, and maybe I can take Naya for a walk, and then do puja, or while I walk.
Did you did you inform Carlos to pay you?
I will find out if he pay me on the Samsung text message.
don't so don't show on Zoom. No.
Is it cold outside? I think so. Ha- ¿Hace frío afuera? Uy. It's cold outside. I will put a jacket and put this there. Mm, This is for holding the phone. There, I got the phone on here. Is the phone? The phone is hanging. This? Oh oh, no! The phone is zero. It didn't get charged. I have to leave it charging. Oh, maybe I can charge it over here. Oh no, I cannot. I cannot go. What do I do? Mhm. Oh, maybe I have. Let's see if I have a portable charger. I'll leave this here.
Did you get paid?
Oh no, I will charge it. I will go over here. Oh, oh. Or maybe I'll charge it here. I'll leave it charging here. This is a good charger. I don't know what happened. My phone didn't get charged. Maybe I didn't stick it in. Now it's charging. It was zero charge. Oh no. I thought I had it charging, but it was wrong. hmm And this one is only, who knows, 5%? No, or maybe 10. Now what do I do? Hmm. Oh, look there. Oh oh, no, it fell. Maybe it needs charging too. Hmm. Let's see if we got any charge here. No, 1%. I'll leave it charging next time. Better than no time. Oh no. I don't like this external. Oh, what do I do? Oh, where's the other phone? My iPhone. Where is it? Oh no, I don't know where my iPhone is. uh, it's somewhere around here. Oh, here it is. Let's see how much charge I have on that. Oh no, it's only got 4% also. So I'll charge that one here.
Very bad.
It's charging. And this one's low too. I need another charger. Oh, where's the other charger? Mhm. Oh no. Where could it be? Over here, maybe? Mhm. Mhm. Oh, could be a charger in here. Hmm. Oh no. There's no charger there. Maybe it's in here.
You are very careless. Why not charge your phone?
Hmm. Oh, here it is. I found another charger. Mhm.
You have power bank?
The power bank is not very good and is not charged. I'm charging it too. Now I'm charging this phone. Yay! I will wait 20 minutes and then I will take Naya out. Poor Naya.
I saw the video of your sister on your sister channel.
Wow. My sister has a channel.
Yeah,
Wow. Her email, Sylvia, Moreno for at gmail.com. Hmm. 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 Oh, Sylvia Moreno, 2 days ago. Mm. Oh,
Silvia, baja la manito. Baja esta manito.
oh, that's my
Ay, es que
mother.
no se ve. Ese es feo. Silvia, te baja la manito que no se te ve eso.
Oh, and she was, maybe that was a, f- a week, or so before she passed away. Oh, they came to visit her. That's my sister's son and Nora's daughter. Wow. That must have been in January of this year. Yeah, my mother passed away February of this year. Hmm.
Mira el perrito, te está tocando.
Two likes, three
¿Qué
views.
estás haciendo?
Naya.
Wow. Yeah, that's my
Padre
sister
e Hijo del Espíritu
on
Santo.
the back. There's my mother.
Qué belleza. Bueno, este momento de familia. Hoy.
La reina Bertasilla se está
For
sintiendo
trying
mejor.
to. Wow,
No, Alicia estaba bien restless. Ya,
that's
pero
my
ya,
sister's
como ya le
yeah.
dieron la pastilla, entonces en un ratito ya quedamos. Ah, estaba recién así.
Oh, I put another. Oh, that's my sister's. That was 2 years ago.
Uy, ya viene, ya viene, ya viene, ya viene, ya viene, ya viene. Ya viene Silvia.
2023,
Sorpresa, no
maybe.
sabe que estamos aquí.
Oh, that's my mother coming. This at a restaurant. My mother.
Where are you?
Firma que ya va a entrar, ya va a entrar.
On video.
It's Sylvia's birthday. And there's Sylvia.
Happy birthday to you. Te amo.
Déjame saludar a mi
Bella. Berta Cilia. I know.
Y no es representación de todos.
Birthday party. You're my sister.
They'll come around, they'll see you, and they're like, did you get 47? 47. I put it on.
Hmm?
Mm. Oh no, I haven't had breakfast. I don't have food to eat. Oh
Can I
no.
send food?
Okay. Let's see. I maybe they can deliver. Oh, deliver pizza delivery. Oh, tienes que ir a trabajar.
Mañana María.
Va a bañar a María.
Araceli no English?
Araceli is going to work to take
Can I
care of
talk to him?
María. Maybe she went to her bedroom. Let's see what percent. Oh, 23%. Maybe I can turn it on. Eh. Hold it, hold it. Let go. Samsung Galaxy. Powered by Android. Secured by Knox. Yan. AT&T. Maya. Iro. TV. Dan. Lake. Magazine. Magazine. I will read magazine. Oh. Dog. Oh. Maybe I can cook this. I need vegetables. Oh, pasta. Oh, I have pasta. Maybe I can cook pasta. Oh, I can cook lentils. Hmm. Hmm. Money. Look, I got money.
Ar-
Hmm. Mhm. Yeah. Mm. Oh no. Sí. Ajá. Ujú. Mm. Mm. ¿Qué vas a ir? Álvaro, ¿a dónde vas? Una vuelta. Una vuelta. Y tengo que ir donde Mario cambiarle el aceite al carro. Donde Mario cambiarle el aceite a tu carro. Sí. Qué bueno. Mm.
Vamos entrando y saliendo, Jairito, hoy, ¿sí?
Van entrando y saliendo.
Sí.
Qué alegría. Para cuidarme.
A
Soy,
cuidar a Jairito.
que soy muy necio.
Que no es muy bien.
Mm. Mm. No, no.
Gusta darte
Pooja will
independencia.
start now.
Oh, no. Pues ya está now. ¿De independencia?
Gusta darte independencia y todo.
Independencia, todo eso.
Pero se te va a quitar la independencia.
No, no.
Te manejaste mal esta semana.
Chao. I've been a very bad boy. Mm. I've been a very bad boy. Very bad. Very, 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 very bad. Eh. Mm. Again. Zero balance. Zero balance in Wells Fargo. Oh. Yeah. Eh, I got credit genie sent me $100, but then Dave took it. So I borrowed from credit genie, and Dave took it. So I have to borrow, and then they take. Oh, puja starting. SB, SB. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Taritu de Soha. Oh, nice. Oh, nice seat for puja. Master. Master of Puja Devam Shukla. Hello, friends. Welcome to Wake Up and Do Puja in India.
Wi-Fi, Bluetooth.
ब्लूटूथ से चार्ज करना पड़ता होगा ना पहले ब्लूटूथ से जाकर और पहले खिंचाना पड़ता है तो फिर
ब्लूटूथ से कनेक्ट करना पड़ा सेल्फी नाम आता है कहाँ नीचे गए?
Mhm.
और छोटका वाला
Mm.
विष्णु मङ्गलं गणध्वजा मङ्गलं पुण्डरीकाच मङ्गलाय तनोहरि असपवित्रीकरणम् ॐ पवित्रा पवित्रो वा सर्वभावसाङ्गतोऽपि वा यस्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाचं प्रभायाभ्यन्तरा तुजे ॐ पुण्डरीकाच पुनतो ॐ पुण्डरीकाच पुनतो ॐ पुण्डरीकाच पुनतो प्रियाच्मनम् ॐ केशवाय नमः ॐ नारायणाय नमः ॐ माधवाय नमः हस्तप्रक्षाल्य ऋषिकेशाय नमः आसनतद्धे ॐ पृथिवी तया लोका देवी त्वं विष्णुना धृता तं च धारय मां देवी पवित्रं कुरु चासनं पवित्रे धारणम् ॐ पावितरे तौ वैष्णव्यो काभितुर्वाहा प्रतावोत्पोना मेक्षतरेण पावितरे महतोज्यतियार्थमेभिः तस्यादे पावितरा पाते पावितरा पो तस्याजतकामः पुणे दक्षकेयम् त्रिकाबन्धनम् ॐ मानस्तो केतनाय मानायुक्तिमानो गोकुमानो अतवे खोरीरिखा मानो वीर नृगभूमिनो वधे श्रेयाविकमन्तः साधामितवाः महे चिद्रोपणी महामाय दिव्यतेजसमन्विते तिष्ठदेविदिखाबन्धे तेजो वृद्धिं कुरस्त्वमे स्वस्तीति लघुधारणम् ॐ सुजच्छामक्षेभ्यां भूय तग्गं सुवर्चा मुखेन स्तोत्कारणाभ्यां भूयाशम् अथ प्राणायामं कुर्युः हस्तौ प्रक्षाल्य ॐ आपो ज्योतिरसोऽमृतं ब्रह्मभूरभुवस्सरोम् ॐ हस्ते गन्धाक्षत्पुष्पाणि गृहीत्वा मङ्गलमन्त्राणि पठेयुः ॐ द्यौ शान्तिरन्तरिक्षगं शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्ति ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वगं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि यतो यतः समीहते ततो नो अभयं कुरु सन्नः कुरु परजाभ्यो भयन्नः पाशुभ्यः विश्वानि देवताभिर्दुरिता निपार्यातु जदवदनं तन्नाशु गणानान्तवा गणपतिर्गुं हवामहे प्रियाणान्तवा प्रियपतिर्गुं हवामहे निधीनान्तवा निधिपतिर्गुं हवामहे वशो ममाहमजानि गर्भधमा त्वमजाति गर्भधम्मा अम्बे अम्बिकेम्बालिके नमानायाति कश्चन तति यतवाकाः सोभदरिकां काम्बेलवासिनीम् ॐ सुशान्तिर्भवतु ॐ श्रीमन्महागणाधिपतये नमः ॐ लक्ष्मीनारायणाभ्यां नमः ॐ उमामहेश्वराभ्यां नमः ॐ वाणीहिरण्यगर्भाभ्यां नमः ॐ शचीपुरन्दराभ्यां नमः ॐ मातृपितृचरणकमलेभ्यो नमः ॐ इष्टदेवताभ्यो नमः ॐ कुलदेवताभ्यो नमः ॐ ग्रामदेवताभ्यो नमः। ॐ स्थान देवताभ्यो नमः। ॐ सर्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यो नमः। ॐ सर्वेभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो नमः। ॐ सिद्धिबुद्धिसहिताय श्रीमन्महागणाधिपतये नमः इति नमस्कृत्यं वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा विनायकं गुरुं भानुं ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश्वरा सरस्वतीं प्रणम्यादौ सर्वकार्यार्थसिद्धये त्रिवेणीं माधवं सोमं भरद्वाजं च वासुकिं वन्दे अक्षयवटं शेषं प्रयागं तीर्थनायकं गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। देव्यसुरेश्वरी भगवती गंगे त्रिभुवनतारिणी तरंगे शंकर मौलि बिहारिण विमले मम मतिरास्ता तव पद कमले भागीरथे सुखदायनि माता तव जल महिमा मेघ विख्यातम् नाहम जाने तव महिमानम् पाहि कृपामयि मामज्ञानम्। भागीरथी गंगादेव्यै नमः। हस्ते गन्धाक्षत पुष्पाणि गृहीत्वा संकल्पं वाक्यानि स्मरेयुः। ॐ श्री विष्णु श्रीमद्भगवतो महापुरुषस्य विष्णोराज्ञया प्रवर्तमानस्य अद्य श्री ब्राह्मणो निदुतीये परार्धे एकपञ्चाशत्तमे वर्षे प्रथम मासे प्रथम पक्षे प्रथम दिवसे अन्यास्तृतीयामे तृतीये मुहूर्ते तदन्तरादिर्वात्रिंशत्कल्पानां मध्ये अष्टमे श्रीश्वेतवाराह कल्पे स्वायंभुवादिमन्वन्तराणां मध्ये सप्तमे वैवस्वतमन्वन्तरे कृता त्रेता द्वापरकलिसंज्ञकानां चतुर्णां युगानां मध्ये वर्तमाने अष्टाविंशतितमे कलियुगे कलिप्रथमपादे भारतवर्षे भरतखण्डे जम्बूद्वीपे आर्यावर्तैकदेशान्तर्गते पुण्यविष्णु प्रयागराज क्षेत्रे त्रिवेणी संगम तटस्य समीपे प्रभवादि षष्टि संवत्सराणां मध्ये कालयुक्त नामधेय संवत्सरे दक्षिणायने नवौ हेमंत ऋतौ मासानां मासोत्तमे मासे पौष मासे शुभे शुक्लपक्षे अद्य प्रतिपदायां महापुण्यशुभतिथौ आत्मा अनावरणपूर्वकं प्रतिपदायां महापुण्यशुभतिथौ शुभनक्षत्रे शुभयोगे शुभकरणे शुभराते स्थिते श्रीसूर्ये शुभराते स्थिते श्रीचन्द्रे शुभराते स्थिते श्रीभगवद्देवगुरौ शेषेषु ग्रहेषु यथा यथा राशिस्थानस्थितेषु सत्सु एवं ग्रह गण गुण विशेषण विशिष्टायां बेलायां महापुण्यशुभतिथौ आत्मा अनावरण पूर्वकं दैवीय शक्ति जागरण द्वारा अमेरिका देशे जातस्य वर्तमान समय लेखवर्ष फ्लोरिडा अमेरिका स्थाने निवासिन्याः यथा रातौ यथा नक्षत्रे यथा लग्ने उत्पन्नस्य हायरो मोरेणो नामकस्य यजमानस्य तथा च श्रीभगवत् विष्णोरेव कृपाशादिसिद्ध्यर्थम् श्रीहन्मद्देव कृपाशादिसिद्ध्यर्थम् क्षेम स्थैर्य वीर्य विजय अभय आयुष्य आरोग्य आनंद ऐश्वर्यादि अविवेद्यर्थम् जन्म नक्षत्र जन्म राशि वशात् नाम नक्षत्र नाम राशि वशात् गोचर वेदः अष्टक वर्गज रूपज देहज अंडज बलाबल भावेषु ये ये ग्रहानिष्ठानं गताः तेषां ग्रहाणां शुभैकादशस्थाने शुभफलप्राप्त्यर्थम् समस्त विघ्नबाधा दूरीकरणार्थम् व्यापार वाणौकरी क्षेत्रे शीघ्रोन्नति लाभ प्राप्त्यर्थम् प्राप्त लक्ष्म्यां चिरकाल अनंत काल संरक्षणार्थम् सर्वविध कल्याणार्थम् मनोवांछित फल प्राप्त्यर्थम् तथा च मम यजमानस्य आयरो मोरेणो परिवारस्य सुख शांति समृद्धि सुरक्षा शांति लाभ प्राप्त्यर्थम् तथा च शीघ्र बहुधन धान्य लाभ प्राप्त्यर्थम् नौकरी क्षेत्रे उच्च पद प्रतिष्ठा प्राप्त्यर्थम् तथा च श्री विष्णु देव कृपा प्रसाद सिद्ध्यर्थम् श्री लक्ष्मी देव्यै प्रीत्यर्थम् अद्य दिवसे सायं वेलायां गणपति स्तोत्र पाठम् तथा च आदित्य हृदय स्तोत्र पाठम् तथा च श्री सूक्त पाठम् तथा च हनुमान चालीसा पाठम् गर्ग गोत्रोत्पन्नैः श्रीदेवं शुक्ल ब्राह्मणैः संकल्पम् अहं करिष्ये अस्मिन् संकल्पिते कर्मणि सुसिद्धिरस्तु शुभं भवतु शुभानि सम्भवन्तु ॐ जज्जाग्रतो दूरमुदयति दैवं तदुषुप्तस्याताथै वैते धोरङ्गमं ज्योतिखान् ज्योतिरेकन् तन्नमे मनः शिव सङ्कल्पमस्तु सङ्कल्पसिद्धिरस्तु शुभं भवतु शुभानि सम्भवन्तु ॐ गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपित्थजम्बूफलचारुभक्षणम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकम् नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम् यात्रे स्वयं सुकृतिनां भवने स्वलक्ष्मीं पापात्मनां कृतधियां हृदये सुबुद्धिम् श्रद्धा ददां कुलजनप्रभवस्य लज्जा तां त्वं नतास्म परिपालय देवि विश्वम् नमो नमस्ते स्फटिकप्रभाय सुश्वेतहाराय सुमङ्गलाय सुपातहस्ताय शासनाय जलाधिनाथाय नमो नमस्ते ब्रह्मा मुरारेऽस्ति पुरान्तकारे भानौषधि भूमिसुतो बुधश्च गुरुश्च शुक्रासनिराहुकेतवा सर्वे ग्रहा शान्तिकरा भवन्तु मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठम् वातात्मजं वानरयुक्तमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये जय जय मातु सरस्वती तुम्हें नमामि ज्ञान बुद्धि बढ़ती रहे देना मातु असेस बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरहु पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देव मुहि हरहु कलेश विकार प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं गौरीपुत्रं विनायकं भक्तावास स्मरे नित्यं मायुष्कामार्थसिद्धये प्रथमं वक्रतुण्डं च एकदन्तं द्वितीयकं तृतीयं कृष्णपिङ्गाक्षं गजवक्त्रं चतुर्थकं लम्बोदरं पञ्चमं च षष्ठं विकटमेव च सप्तमं विघ्नराजेन्द्रं धूम्रवर्णं तथाष्टकम् नवमं बालचन्द्रं च दशमं तु विनायकम् एकादशं गणपतिं द्वादशं तु गजाननम् द्वादशैतानि नामानि त्रिसन्ध्यं या पठेन्नरा न च विघ्नभयं तस्य सर्वसिद्धिकरं परम् विद्यार्थी लभते विद्यां धनार्थी लभते धनम् पुत्रार्थी लभते पुत्रान् मोक्षार्थी लभते गतिम् जपेत् गणपते स्तोत्रम् षड्विधमासै फलं लभेत् संवत्सरेण सिद्धिं च लभते नात्र संशया अष्टभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यश्च लिखित्वा या समर्पयेत् तस्य विद्या भवेत् सर्व गणेशस्य प्रसादता गणेशस्य प्रसादता ॐ अरुणकमल संस्था तद्रजा पुञ्जवर्णाम् करकमलधृतेष्टा वेदयुग्माम्बुजा च मणिमुकुटविचित्रा लङ्कृता कल्पजालै सकलभुवनमाता सन्ततं श्रीयै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् ॐ हिरण्यवर्णां हरणिं सुवर्णरजतस्रजाम् चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावः तां मावह जातवेदो लक्ष्मी मनपगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं विन्देयं गामश्वं पुरतानहम् अस्त्वपूर्वां रथमध्यां हस्तिनादप्रमोदिनीं श्रियं देवीमुपहवे श्रीर्मा देवीं युषदां कां सोऽस्मितां हिरण्यप्राकार माद्रां ज्वलन्तीं चैत्तां तर्पयन्तीं पद्मे स्थितां पद्मवर्णां तामिहोपावये श्रियम् चन्द्रां प्रभासां यशसां ज्वलन्तीं श्रियं लोके देवजुष्टामुदाराम् तां पद्मिनीमीं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये अलक्ष्मीर्मे नश्यतां त्वं वृणे आदित्यवर्णे तपतोऽधिजातो वनस्पतिस्तव वृक्षोऽथ बिल्वः तस्य फलानि तपसानुदन्तो मायान्तरायाश्च बाह्या लक्ष्मी उपैतु मां देवसखा कीर्तिश्च मणिनाशः प्रादुर्भूतोऽस्मिनास्तेऽस्मिन् कीर्तिवृद्धिं ददातु मे क्षुप्तिपाशामलां ज्येष्ठाम् अलक्ष्मीं नाशयाम्यहम् अभूतिमसमृद्धिं च सर्वानिर्णोद मे गृहात् गन्धद्वारां दुराधरतां नित्यपुष्टान् करेचणीम् ईश्वरीं सर्वभूतानां तामिहोपावये श्रियम् मनसा काममागोतिं वाचः सत्यमसेमहि पशूनां रूपमन्यश्च मैत्रे त्रयतां यश कर्दमेन प्रजाभूता मयि सम्भव कर्दमा श्रियं वासे मे कुले मातरं पद्ममालिनीम् आपासृजन्तु सिद्धानि चिक्ले तव समे गृहे निच देवीं मातरं श्रियं वासय मे कुले आद्रां पुष्करणीं पुष्टिं पिङ्गलां पद्ममालिनीं चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो मावः आद्रां यः करणीं यष्टिं सुवर्णां हेममालिनीं सूर्यां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो मावः तां मावह जातवेदो लक्ष्मीमन्पगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं प्रभूतं गावो दास्योऽस्मान् विन्देयं पुरतानहम् यः शुचि प्रयतो भूत्वा जुह्यादाज्यमन्वहम् सोक्तम् पञ्चदशरचम् च श्रीकामः शततम् जपेत् पद्मानने पद्मविपद्मपत्रे पद्मप्रिये पद्मदलायताक्षि विश्वप्रिये विष्णुमनोनुकूले तत्पात् पद्मम् महिषन्निधस्व पद्मानने पद्मऊरु पद्माक्षि पद्मसम्भवे तन्मे भजसि पद्माक्षि येन सौख्यम् लभाम्यहम् अश्वदायी गोदायी धनदायी महाधने धनम् मे युषदाम् देवी सर्वकामश्च देहि मे पुत्रपौत्रधनम् धान्यम् हस्तस्वात् स्वतरीरथम् प्रजानाम् भवसि माता आयुष्मन्तम् करोतु मे धनमग्निर्धनम् वायुर्धनम् सूर्यो धनम् वशो धनमिन्द्रो बृहस्पतिर्वरुणो धनमश्विना वैनतेयतोमम् पिबतो मित्रः सोमम् धनस्य सोमिनो वह्यम् ददातु सोमिना न क्रोधो न च मात्तर्यम् न लोभो नातु वामते भवन्ति कृतपुण्यानाम् भक्त्या सेतोक्तजापिनाम् सरसिजनिलये सरोजहस्ते धवलतराम् शुकगन्धमाल्यशोभे भगवति हरिवल्लभे मनोज्ञे त्रिभुवन् भूतिकरे प्रसीद मह्यम् विष्णुपत्नीम् क्षमाम् देवीम् माधवीम् माधवप्रियाम् लक्ष्मीम् प्रियसखीम् भूमिम् नमाम्यच्युतवल्लभाम् महालक्ष्मी च विद्महे विष्णुपत्नी च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मी प्रचोदयात् आनन्दगर्दमात्रेदश्चिक्लेतयितविस्तृता ऋषया त्रियपुत्राश्च धृदेवीर्देवतामता ऋणरोगादिदारिद्र्या पापच्युतप्रभृत्यवः भयशोकमनस्तापानश्यन्तु मम सर्वदा श्रीवरज स्वमायुष्वमारोग्यमाभिधाक्षोभमानम् महीयते धनम् धान्यम् पशुम् बहुकीर्तिलाभम् शतसंवत्सरम् दीर्घमायुः ॐ नमः सवित्रे जगदेकचक्षुते जगत्प्रसूते स्थितिनाथहेतवे त्रयीमयाया त्रिगुणात्मधारिणे विरञ्चि नारायण शङ्करात्मने ॐ ततो युद्ध परिश्रा समरे चिन्तया स्थितम् रावणम् चाग्रतो दृष्ट्वा युद्धाय समुपस्थितम् दैवतैश्च समागम्य द्रष्टुमव्यागतोरणम् उपगम्य ब्रवीद् राम मगतो भगवास्तदा राम राम महाबाहो तृणगुह्यम् सनातनम् येन सर्वान्नरीन्वस्य समरे विजयिष्यसे आदित्यहृदयम् पुण्यम् सर्वशत्रुविनाशनम् जयावहम् जपम् नित्यम् मक्षयम् परमम् शिवम् सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्यम् सर्वपापप्रणाशनम् चिन्ताशोकप्रशमनम् मायुरवर्धनमुत्तमम् रश्मिमन्तम् समुद्यन्तम् देवासुरनमस्कृतम् पूजयस्व विभस्वन्तम् भास्करम् भुवनेश्वरम् सर्वदेवात्मको हेष तेजस्वी रश्मिभावना एतदेवासुरगणा लोकान् पाति गवस्तवे एत ब्रह्मा च विष्णुश्च शिवस्कन्धा प्रजापति महेन्द्रो धनदाकालो यमः सोमो पाम्पति पितरो वश्रुभाषाद्य अश्विनो मरुतो मनो वायुर्वह्नि प्रजा प्राण ऋतुकर्ता प्रभाकर आदित्या सविता सूर्य खगा पूखागमस्तिमान् सुवर्णसादृशोभान हिरण्यरेता दिवाकरः हरिरश्वासहस्रांशे सप्त सप्तिर्मरीचिमान् तिमिरोर्मथनाथम्भो त्वष्टा मार्तण्डकोसुमान् हिरण्यगर्भातिथिरा तप्नो हत्करोरपि अग्निगर्भोदिते पुत्रा सङ्कासितिर्नाथना व्योमनाथस्तमो भेदि ऋग्यजोतामपारिका घनवृष्टिरपामित्र विन्दवीति प्लवङ्गमा आतपे मण्डले मृत्यु पिङ्गला सर्वतापना कविर्विश्वो महातेज रक्तः सर्वभवोद्भव नक्षत्रग्रहताराण मदिपो विश्वभावना तेजसामपि तेजस्वी द्वादशात्मा नमोऽस्तु ते नमः पूर्वाय गिरये पश्चिमायाद्रये नमः ज्योतिर्गणानां पतये दिनाधिपतये नमः जयाय जय भद्राय हरयश्वाय नमो नमः नमो नमः सहस्रान्तो आदित्याय नमो नमः नमो उग्राय वीराय सारंगाय नमो नमः नमः पद्मप्रबोधाय प्रचण्डाय नमोऽस्तु ते ब्रह्मेतानाच्युतेताय सूरायादित्यवर्चसे भास्वते सर्वभक्षाय रौद्राय वपुषे नमः तमोघ्नाय मग्नाय शत्रुघ्नायामितात्मने कृतघ्नघ्नाय देवाय ज्योतिषां पतये नमः तप्तचामीकराभाय हरये विश्वकर्मणे नमस्तमो विविघ्नाय रुचये लोकसाक्षिणे नाशयत्ते स वैभूतम् तमेव सृजति प्रभो पायस्ते स तपस्वेशम् वर्चस्ते स गवस्तिभिः एष सप्तेषु जागर्ति भूतेषु परिनिष्ठिता एष चैवाग्निहोत्रम् च फलं चैवाग्निहोत्रिणाम् देवाश्च क्रतवश्चैव क्रतूनां फलमेव च यानि कृत्यानि लोकेषु सर्वेषु परमप्रभो एनमापस्तु कृच्छेषु कान्तारेषु भवेषु च कीर्तयन् पुरुषा कश्चित् नावसीदति राघव पूजयस्त्वैनमेकाग्रो देवदेवं जगत्पतिम् एतत्त्रिगुणितं जप्त्वा युद्धे तु विजयिष्यति अस्मिन् क्षणे महाबाहो रावणं तं जयिष्यति एवमुक्त्वा ततो ग्रस्तो जगाम सा यथागतम् एतच्छ्रुत्वा महातेज नष्टशोको भवत्तदा धारयामास सुप्रीतो राघव प्रयतात्मवान् आदित्यं प्रेक्ष जप्त्वेदम् परं हर्षमवाप्तवान् विराचम्य शुचिर्भूत्वा धनुरादाय वीर्यवान् रावणं प्रेक्ष्य हष्टात्मा जयार्थं समुपागमत् सर्वयत्नेन महता वृतस्तस्य वधे भवत् असरविर्वदन्निरीक्ष्य रामं मुदितमना परमं प्रहर्ष्यमाणम् निशिचरपतिसञ्चयं विदित्वा सुरगणमध्ये गतो वचस्वरीति ॐ मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठम् वातात्मजं वानरयुत्यमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये श्रीगुरुचरण सरोजरज निजमन मुकुर सुधार वरणो रघुवर विमल जतु जोदायक फलचार बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरहु पवन कुमार। बल विधि विद्या देव मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर। रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी। कंचन वरण विराज सुवेता कानन कुंडल कुंचित गेता। हाथ वज्र ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे। शंकर सुमन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगबंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रतिया राम लखन सीता मन बतिया। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि रंग जरावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज संवारे। आय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हरष उर लाए। रघुपति कीन्हि बहुत बढ़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि तम भाई। सहत बदन तुम्हरो जस गावें बस कहीं श्रीपति कंठ लगावें। तनिकारिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा नारद तारद सहित अहिसा। जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाँ ते कभी कोविद कही सके कहाँ ते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीना राम मिलाय राजपद दीना। तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। जुगताश्रय जो जन पर भानु तेयो ताहि मधुर फल जानु। प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लागी गए अचरज नाही। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे। सब दुख लाए तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज तुम्हारो आप तीनों लोक हांकते कापे। क्रोध पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नाथे रोग हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा। संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा इनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पाता सदा रहो रघुपति के दाता। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्त न धरहि हनुमत से सर्व सुख करहि। संकट कट मिटे सब पीरा जो तुमिरै हनुमत बलवीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। जो तत्वार पाठ कर कोई, छोटाई बंदे सुख होई। जो या पढ़ हनुमान चालीसा, हो यदिता की गौरीता। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, की जयनाथ हृदय माडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरण, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसौ सुरभूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। जय जय श्री राधा रमण, जय जय नवल किशोर। जय गोपी चित चोर प्रभु, जय जय माखन चोर। शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं, पद्मनाभं सुरेशं। विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं, मेघवर्णं शुभांगं। लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं, योगवृद्ध्यानगम्यं। वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं, सर्वलोकैकनाथं। सर्वलोकैकनाथम्। अथ ब्लेसिंग मंत्रः। ओम श्रीवरचस्वमायुष्वमारोग्यमाविधाक्षोभमानं महीयते। धनं धान्यं पशुं बहुकीर्तिलाभं शतसंवत्सरं दीर्घमायुः। मंत्रार्था सफला सन्तु, पूर्णा सन्तु मनोरथा। शत्रुणां बुद्धिनाशस्तु, मित्राणामुदयस्तव। जब लगी धरा में सुरसरी, आकर्षणा करती रहे। तब लगी जगत जजमान की, सुख संपदा बढ़ती रहे। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिना, सर्वे सन्तु निरामया। सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःख भाग् भवेयुः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। प्रेम से बोलिए गंगा मैया की जय, यमुना मैया की जय, सरस्वती मैया की जय, तीर्थराज प्रयाग की जय, हनुमान जी महाराज की जय। नमः पार्वती पतये, हर हर महादेव शंभु।
Wow. How do I feel? Hmm. Okay. Om Shanti. 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 Oh, now I have to take Naya out for a walk. Okay, thank you very much for listening to